Here we are, 9 seconds into Friday. Hey, man. Cool Bob says, yeah, hi. Indoraptor says hi. Cool Bob, smiling and laughing faces. Hey, Oryx says hi and oh, wow. Look at this guy eating away at his catnip. There's his stash. Big jar. Yeah. Cute cat. Thank you. Game Sphere is back. Look at that bushy tail and keister end. Oh, he's thinking inside the box for a minute. That's the Charlie Schmidt Show featuring. There he is. Now he's going to jump up. He does his daily jump up. Over there, man. Go ahead. There he goes. That's the way we do it. Oryx says pet him. And then that's what we do. Oh, he loves it. He's a good boy. Ouch. Well, that's not love. Hey. Yeah, cats are like people. They don't want to be forced into doing anything. So the trick is leadership is find out where everyone's going and then get in front. I don't know about that. Um, let's have a little welcome music. Hey, thanks, keyboard. Let's just get this music going again. Free music, copyright free music from my iPad. Whoops, that was rude. Oh, he's all right. He's just frisky. So it's Friday. It's Friday morning, about 10 o'clock in the Pacific Northwest. And this is the channel that is the Keyboard Cat channel. I'm the guy that made the original video of the cat playing the piano back in 1984. So it's been quite a while. I think that's like 40 years or so. That's a long time. Memes go way back into history, even way before. I think we will find even before the pyramids, cats were memes. I don't think I'm going to rub his belly right now. I value my flesh too much. The cat in the tinfoil hat. That's a good name. That's a great name. Henrik Tran says it's 1900 hours to him, and I believe it. So, yesterday, the Weather Service put out a warning for us, and it said you're going to have big snow by tomorrow morning when you get up. Big snow, like maybe a foot or something. I just didn't think it was going to happen, and it didn't. It rained all night. It's still raining. It's too warm to snow. So, Nanik says dogs like it, but cats hate their belly getting touched because it's the weakest part of their body. That's why they aim their bellies when they fight. Yeah. Well, my belly, I don't want anybody messing with it either. I mean, for the most part. So, back to it's Friday, and here we go. Give us a like if your finger is getting bored there and has nothing to do. Give us a like. And if you're not already subscribed to this channel, please do it. We like getting these mass subscriptions. Yesterday, we got quite a few because one of my fans said, "Come on, let's go. Let's all subscribe." And I mean, not everybody did it, but quite a few. Henrik Trans says, "Good fact, but my cat loves it." So there's exceptions to every rule. We know that. I mean, nobody's that stupid. Um, I was going to talk a little bit about memes. That how's the cat doing? He's doing great. The idea of memes is a meme is when something hits, gets popular with the public, and you weren't really doing it to get popular. You were just doing it. You gotta. Here's what I think you do. You do what you love, full blast every day. Maybe not for 10 hours, but not for 0 minutes every day. Some of that. You got to do that. Aren't you guys doing that? Of the people watching, are you doing that? So you got to do what you love every day, and do it with passion and no expectations. And then you get it out there. You post it. You share it with friends. You wear it on your T-shirt. You paint it on your office door. You do whatever you can to let it be known politely that this is what you're into, and then spiritually and physically, you will attract things that help you get there. It's that simple. That's how it works. So then, once, if enough of the general public out there loves something and it grows kind of exponentially on its own without advertising or anything, then you're lucky because you've done what you love, you give it away, and then you get lucky with that. That's got beginner's luck in it. And so then, but then once it happens, um, that day, I got to answer this real quick to Mert. That that day when I created Keyboard Cat, um, I was just making funny videos with my friends, and it was my turn to do something in front of the camera, and somebody else would aim it, and I just worked with what was right there with me, and that was a cat, a T-shirt, a keyboard, and a camera, and that's uh, that's how that happened. Oh, Nanik says, I learned 3 different advanced kicks in a week: back kick, spinning hook back kick, and today I learned how to throw a question mark kick. Well, is that taekwondo or what? I've practiced taekwondo for a long time, and some of those sound kind of familiar. Uh, so then, once something happens, once people are noticing it, if it gets big enough, then you have to protect it, and that isn't getting lucky nor necessarily doing what you love. That's just protecting it. So then you got to spend a little time each day protecting it. So that means registering a trademark, hooking up a copyright. You can do that for free. Trademark costs some money. And um and then, doing you a Google alert. So if your thing is called you know, don't do wackadoodoo, put in the Google alert and it's free, and you and tell Google that anytime something's on the World Wide Web, whether it's a product or whatever, that's called do wackadoo what we just said, then you will get a notification that day, and then you know who to write to say. I mean, if they're just adoring you, it's one thing, but if they're making money or intending to, then you have to slow them down, and then you can write them and say, I have a trademark and a copyright, and you're going to need to stop doing that. And if you don't protect it, then down the line, maybe somebody who steals it and they use it big time. Um, I mean, somebody big, a major brand, and it happens. It happened to me, fortunately. And then you can say, well, people's tried to use this before, and we've slowed them down, and here's a record of it. But if you haven't tried to slow people down and they're getting away with it, and the internet's full of that, it's harder to enforce your ownership. Shiva Trilux, you're a genius, man. The videos brought so much joy to my life. Thank you. Well, they brought joy to my life, and you're bringing joy to my life right now. And that reminds me that there's a saying for today, and I think I said it yesterday, but I have it written. Well, I'll just keep my face on there. It goes like this: when you give someone the freedom to be themselves, some amazing things can happen. I'm going to do that again. When you give someone the freedom to be themselves, some amazing things can happen. One more time. When you give someone the freedom to be themselves, some amazing things can happen. So remember that and make some amazing things happen. It's like when you give a seed, a garden seed, a vegetable seed, the freedom to be itself. That means you plant it at the right time of year, and you plant it at the right depth and the right kind of soil, and you give it the right amount of sun and water and all that. When you do that, when you give something or someone the freedom to be themselves, some amazing things can happen. And in that case, if it was a radish seed, you get a radish. Now that's pretty magic. And it just all, there were a lot of things that happened in it, including Mr. Sun, 93 million miles away. Um, Mert says, did cat die? All cats die, of course. And thank you for that question. Um, yes, the meme has lasted longer than the average cat. And so we've been through a few cats, and when they pass on, they take their spirit and then pass it on to the next keyboard cat who ends up living here. And right now, we got one living up there, and if I would give him the freedom to be himself, he would not play the piano. He does not want to play it. So I've tried a bunch of times I put gravy on the keys. You know, I'm not going to make him do something he doesn't want to do, because that's not what this is all about. That's the opposite of giving someone the freedom to be themselves. So, yes, Octavio Salazar says to love is also to let go. Yeah, if you're going to let someone give them the freedom to be themselves, it means you have to let go your sort of desire to control them or get them to do what you want. And that's no way to go. Henrik Tran says, can we see the cat? Well, let's do that for a minute. He's up here. I think he's mad at me. Hey, buddy boy. I think he wants some catnip in his little nest up here. Oh yeah, he likes it. Henrik Tran, can you see the cat? Yes. Sarush Gul Officiel. Can I see your cat too? Jesus Mendoza says Saul. Henrik Tran says so fluffy. His name is Presley. Thank you, Henrik. Oh yeah, he likes to get a little snootful of that. What a good boy. Well, so much for letting people, and that goes for yourself too. That when you give yourself the freedom, oh shit, I just spit. When you give yourself the freedom to be yourself, some amazing things can happen. So, what's that mean? That means letting go of what we call tribal training, which means beliefs that you are still holding on to from your childhood and beyond about, that you've gotten from your parents, from your teachers, from your church, from your college, from eh, just about anybody, that those old beliefs may not be true at all, let alone true for you. So, hey, there's Kula. Hey, good morning. So, where was I? You know, if you hold on to those old beliefs that say you'll never be any good, or people from your town can't get famous, or you can't feel good, you don't, you deserve to suffer. When you have any of those old beliefs, and there's millions of them that we have stuck in our head, and the idea is to let them go and be yourself. So that's what, when you give yourself the freedom to be yourself, it means perhaps letting go of some of those old beliefs. It seems hard, but it's very liberating. Just imagine, what would I be like if I didn't let go in 5 years? And what would I be like in one day if I do let go? If you let go and you don't like it, you can always hold back on. I mean, right? Giga Omar says it's 23 hours. It's sleeping time in my country. Does catnip mess with cats' minds? Probably, but I don't know if is that bad? Wenda Maria says 1984 to 1987. Yep, that's right. Henrik Tran says I have 5 cats, 1 girl, 1 boy, and 3 kittens. Hey, good for you. That's a happy bunch there. Braden says why. I'm not sure why what to who. But anyway, let's just keep going. Um, I think Bob Ross said he talked like he was talking to just one person. And I think kind of when I'm talking like I'm talking to a group or something. So what would it sound like if I was just talking to one person? I guess it'd be more if I imagine the person sitting there and I'm just saying. So that's when I try to get a little orange and smear it a little, and that tends to make me happy. Hmm. Wendy Maria says, I love that keyboard cat song. Henrik Tran says, gotta love cats. Yes. Everything has a, an existence, even a rock or a can of pop, cup of coffee. Mm, I love it. Why does catnip mess with cats' minds? That I can't explain. I'm not a doctor or a cat brain scientist. Um, there have to be receptors in a cat's brain from birth, just from Mother Nature, that respond to catnip. So it's in its DNA to for the two to coexist somehow. So That's something. Sebastian Chuck, hi again. Yeah, this is the Keyboard Cat channel. We did the original Keyboard Cat back in 1984, just in a house up the street from here. And Nanik says boiled carrots and boiled corn are foods cats secretly love. Really? Well, one of my cats, I think it might have been Bento, ate. We had corn in our garden, and he ate. Well, he got all plugged up and sick, and we took him to the vet. And it was getting serious, and they said we have to open him up and see what's stuck in there. It was a corn cob, a baby corn cob that he'd eaten. So we quit growing corn. You can buy corn, but maybe he just liked it. But he got a cob that got stuck sideways. So I do have. Oh yeah, here this goes with today. Really good. This is a comment from Keyboard Cat from the book The World According to Keyboard Cat by Keyboard Cat, and it's at Amazon. And one of the pages, one of the bits of advice he gives is work. Here he's sitting there just relaxing. That's Bento. And he says, that's a nice fit on that shirt, too. And he says, worrying is like praying for stuff you don't want. So, whatever you think about, I mean, your eyes are on the front of your head. So, what you see is where you go. And so, you don't have eyes on the back of your head because you don't need to see it so much. You need to focus on where you're going. So if what you're seeing is things you're worrying about, you're not even seeing what's really there. Maybe I like that cropping. Maybe it- you're focusing on things you don't want, and that's like praying for stuff. Worrying is like praying for stuff you don't want. So knock that off. Oh, here's some information. Catnip Trans says catnip contains a substance that interacts with the cat's olfactory system. It has been hypothesized that it may function as a hallucinogen, aphrodisiac, or feel highly pleasurable. Sebastian Chuck says, one of my cats hide in boxes. That's what we do. Yeah, sometimes being in the box means you're hiding and you got to get out. And then if you're out a lot, then everybody else is out. You want to be different. You got to get back in. It's all right. The trick is be in and out on all in one fell swoop. That way you portray the contrast. The smartest cat of the world, Skelder. Nanak says Muay Thai. We have elbows and knees in Muay Thai variety of kickboxing coming with advanced head movement and footwork. All the gyms in my country are karma. Sweet. That's a good. That's good. Henrik Trans says, wow. I think that's about the hallucinogenic thing. Well, I keep the cats' resting places when they pass away kind of private. And thank you for respecting that. Yeah. I know, Sebastian, what you're saying. Yeah. Hey, the box can be treated as being outside the box, depending on how you use it. You could turn the box over, stand on it, and give a speech about getting out of the box. And that would be good. That would be good. That's using the box. That's using the yin, the yang, giving advice, sharing your gift, giving it away. Sure. Sebastian says, okay. Natasha. I like that. Natasha. If someone asks her name, like at the grocery store or something, does she say Natasha? Or just Natasha, Natasha? Oh, I'm just having fun. I'm sorry, Natasha. I love the name Natasha. That would, if I was a Natasha, I would be in good shape. Sebastian Chuck says, okay, yeah, we're all getting along. Shiva Trilook says, I'm checking in next time. Gotta go. But chill vibe here. See you next time. Thank you, Shiva. We look forward to seeing you again. Sebastian says, the cat I'm talking about is called Buddy. Natasha says, thank you, thank you. I do have a video. Squist says, I love Keyboard Cat. Henrik Tran is, I'm back after watching the original Keyboard Cat video. Oh, there's so many videos on that channel. I mean, there's hundreds, several hundred. Um, you can view them by number of hits, and the first dozen all have over 1 million. One of them has 50 or 60 million, I think. Braden is learning because he's a tuber surrounded by cats who didn't know how catnip affected cats' minds like that. Alex just subbed. Well, we like that there. So, yeah, I have a video, and this is just a warm and fuzzy thing. It's of Bento, and it's what I called outtakes with Bento, and it's shot on green screen, much of it, because I use green screen on some of my videos. And um, here's just some outtakes where we were going to shoot something for a job or for fun or whatever, and then these were parts that we didn't use because there's a lot of outtakes sometimes, and sometimes they're good. I have so many I still can post, and I will. What do you think? What do you think? Should I do that? Should I put up more outtakes on my channel? Anyway, here's some outtakes. I think. Come on, camera, shift around. Oh, jeez. There we go. Oh, no, no, no. That's the wrong way again. I'm sorry. I hit that mute button is right by the flip the camera around the other way button. And with my fat fingers, I was trying to show that here we are in the office. And how on earth? There we go. And so I'm going to climb up on this chair to get up to his level because he's just sitting up there acting like he's above it all, which he is. Smell my thumb. No good. There's a little catnip. Oh, someone's got an itch. Play the vid again. Okay, I will. Yes, I like my office. It's filled with fun stuff. There's what it looks like outside. Rainy, cold, rainy, wet. There's some leftover snow. And there he is hanging his snoot over the edge. What a good boy. Okay, so I think we are going to go upstairs. I'm going to put the lid on the catnip because he will raid the stash. And I think at this point we will take the copyright free music. Don't want to step on anybody's toes. If you put up a video with copywritten music on it, YouTube probably not will not post it for you, or they might not. There's what it's looking like outside today. Yeah, look at the white sky. It's cold. There's the neighbors, and here's a bottle of Japanese drink called karupiko. It's really delicious. I lived in Japan for a while, and I always drank karupiko. But back then it was called karupisu, believe it or not. Yeah, karupisu. But then when they started marketing it internationally, the name didn't prove to be savory. So now they call it kalpiko, or in Japanese, karupiko. Karupisu to karupiko. Here we are up in the studio again. Last time we were working on this picture. Well, there's some of my little tiny stuff and some big stuff like big shoes and stuff. And then we were working on a painting of this cat with blinker eyes, laser eyes in this huge, there it is, number size 17 or something, Converse All Star, purple. I have the other one. So now it will be time to put, let's see, we want to go this way. And I didn't mute it. Smartphone is something because you have to be smarter than the phone. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Thanks. And we're not muted. We're all cool. Your cat is the best. From Cat on and Watermelon. RPG123 says, "This is my birthday." Hey, happy birthday. In Japanese, omedetou, tanjobi omedetou gozaimasu. Yeah, that's RPG. And so cool. Yeah. Henrik Tran, that's perfect for me. Alex, I'm back. I'm still here. They're okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little orange or hot pink or something like that around where. See, yeah, right. Ooh, okay, a little more of that orange. I lightened it up a little. So this is orange cat stuff, right? He's painting. Please check us out. Yeah, that's working. I'm telling you, that's really working. And these happy little cat hairs want to be next to happy cat eyes, right? And happy cat everything. So now, yeah, melon water Maloney. Got to admit that's cool. Hey, I like it. It's working for me. I'm gonna put a little pinkness in there. Can you see that? Sure. Hey, yeah, let's do this. Carlos the snail says, let's make it a Q&A time. Ask questions and I'll keep my eye on there as I'm painting, right? As we're doing this thing. Any questions, Mr. Livestream? I'm thinking, says Carlos. I'm thinking. I'm thinking for some questions. I'm going to make that cat's nose blue. Just because there's something about a blue cat's nose. Check that out. Hey, that got better, didn't it? Right? I think we're going to paint some just pure, that were really bright, bright yellow in the right in the breadbasket of this shoe. And then I'll make a little of the pink. And then maybe just a little flutter. It's working. Yeah, it's working. We need more people, says Alex. Amen. The other day, one of the viewers said, a viewer named Finn ate an apricot said, I'm happy that Keyboard Cat is uniting people from all over the world. And I was so taken aback by that. I I wrote it on this painting. And so that's still there. We're going to do something with that. Well, I want to do something with, is this going to hurt? Because I think there was just too much of that darker color there. So I'm just paring it back a little. Yeah. What do we do with that? Cat in a shoe with laser beams. Um, I'm still not done with this face of this shoe, but I'm tempted to do something with that quote from the Apricot Community. I don't know if a colored pencil will be enough. Yeah. I am happy, which is a good thing. I'm happy that yes, painting the original piano cat is a good idea. I think I will do that on one of these live streams very soon. I am happy that Keyboard Cat is uniting. Yes, we're getting some likes. Please, thank you. And thanks for noticing that. Keyboard Cat is uniting people from all over the world. This is not speculation. All the comments are all stored on these videos on YouTube, which we happen to love. And when people say where they're from, we're from Russia, we're from Brazil, hey. And we know, and it's called the Keyboard Cat Channel. So this is not baloney. This is the true word from Finn, who ate an apricot. Sweet. We can see that now better. Yeah. Still roll tape. Why not? And a little bit of making these a little more white than that. So, and make some of these things that come out be more pointed and less blunt, because hairs that stick out kind of come to a point. And that is my point. I have a friend who can't stop talking, and I'm making him a shirt that says, I'm talking and I can't shut up. Because when he starts talking, you forget, like after 10 minutes, you can't even remember what the point was. So sometimes we have to ask, what was your point? And then he doesn't know. Fluffy and Timon. It is fun being here. So chill. Well, there aren't many folks here, but the ones that are here want to be. I know I do. Carlos the Snail makes all his games in either Roblox Studio or Scratch. I could play one. I think we're going to just shut it off for this time. And we'll get back to doing this and ending up with that. It's just going to take a little time. Yeah, these ears up here are really going to need some serious redefining. I mean, I got to do a little of it now just because I can't stand it. Like, right. We're putting some of it in for next time. All right. Sure. Oh, look, I got some pink up there I didn't want. Well, I won't be able to sleep tonight going back to sleep. I forgot to. Yeah, it's a good old gesso. There's one there too. Getting sloppy. That's better. It's not a lot better, but it's better. So there we go.
Play hyaluronic for visibly nourished skin. Discover yours.